Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and we're back with more gameplay video of One Piece. Today, we're gonna showcase the last leader of EB01 that we have still yet to showcase, and that's gonna be EB01 Kyros. Now, unfortunately, part of the reason why today's video is late is because it took me a long time to get any good games with this leader. It's not great. That's all I gotta say. It doesn't feel great. Unfortunately for us, and unfortunately for Kyros, it's just that you can just play Sakatsuki, you can just play Moria, and just have much better. Hey, you can even play Rebecca. You can even play Rebecca and do better than what Kyros is doing here. So if you're not familiar with what this leader does, right? So today we're gonna do a deck breakdown and we're going to showcase a few games. And because it's a new leader that we haven't showcased in our channel before, we always do 3 videos with any new leader. So that's what we're going to do with the next 3 days. Today's going to be the deck breakdown. And let's just start by talking about what this leader does and who he is. So Kyros is a yellow-black leader, just like Black Yellow Luffy. Once a turn on your main phase, you can activate, you can turn the top card of your deck face out of your life face up, and you can KO an opponent's character that costs 0. Now, the turning the life face up is a cost, which means that if your life is already face up, you're not able to get the value from this. Which means that already you have a pretty big downside, because it means that you have to have a life that has to be face down, which means that this deck has to play some cards like Viola or Flampe that can let you kind of flip your life back upside down, or be able to just draw that life. Or, of course, you can just wait for the opponent to attack into you so that you go take that life and have another face down. Now, the problem with this is that your opponent needs to be the character needs to be 0 cost. So not only do you have to be able to flip your life back down if you want to use this effect multiple times, but you also have to play a kind of like a deck list that reduces the opponent's character's cost all the way to 0. Not 1, not 2, like we can do with Lucy, but literally all the way to 0. And that makes it really, really hard to really get a lot of value with Kyros, because it makes it hard for you to be able to kill some of the opponent's really high cost unit. Yeah, you'll be awesome at killing their 4 costs or less, but it's going to be tough to kill, like, the 8 cost Morias, the 9 cost Soros, or the 10 cost Big Moms, etc. So now, the way that I'm doing my deck list for Kyros is really going to be like a worse Sakatsuki in a way. But obviously, because we're playing Kyros, we get to play some of the fun cards that can let us have some advantage. So that's why I said there's no reason to ever play Kyros when you can still play Sakatsuki or even play Moria, which lets you kind of do the same removal tactic without having to commit to a leader that later becomes a vanilla leader when you have no more life left, or when you have a face-up card on the field, right? So let's talk about the rest of the list. Now, I'm going for more like a Navy build package, because Navy is the most consistent way to get cost reduction, as well as have like some nice searchers, right? Like, I didn't want to go for the Dressrosa package, because a lot of the Dressrosa cards don't actually synergize as good with Kyros like Orlombos does. But like, if you think about it, your 3 cost Kyros requires you to be like a Rebecca leader, not even a Dressrosa leader. So you can't even use 3 cost Kyros with this Kyros leader right here. So Navy package, right? We play 4 T-Bones. You also be playing Sakatsuki. It's a 2k counter, and it's also a unit that we can use to KO one of the opponent's units, right? So instead of being if for some reason your life is still face up, but you need to KO one of the opponent's units, you can play T-Bone, reduce the opponent down to like 2 costs, and KO with T-Bone. We play Kuzan, and I think 4 Kuzan is really important with this deck, because this deck lacks a lot of draw and also lacks really consistent ways to reduce the opponent down to 0 cost. So Kuzan, having multiple Kuzans in the field, allow me to just kind of take over the game, right? And be able to remove everything that the opponent plays. We play the Tsuru, which is a 2k counter, can also do a -2 reduction. 2 Borsalinos as some additional blockers. And then we play the 4 Brannews that allow us to search all of these Navy cards. And there's some more Navy cards that we're going to go through here, right? Then we have Hina, which, similar to Kuzan, lets us do -4 to one of the opponent's units. And Hina ends up being really important in this deck because, again, imagine that you're going against a 4 cost character. You can just play Hina and then KO it with Kyros, and now you have developed a 5k unit on the field that the opponent is going to have to worry about attacking into them. We play Helmeppo for -3 and can also synergize with our Gecko Moria, because if we go Gecko into like Helmeppo and a Hina, we'll be able to reduce something by 7 costs. And then we go to Ice Age. Ice Age is a 1-mana event that lets us reduce the opponent's character's cost by 5, which again makes it really nice to be able to kill something with Kyros. I'm debating whether having 4 Ice Age is correct, but I find that sometimes having 4 can be a little bit bricky because unlike Sakazuki, this deck has no way to like cycle the cards in your hand. So whatever deck cards you have in your hand gets stuck in your hand pretty much. So that's kind of like the Navy side of the deck, right? Like all these Navy cards are doing the same things that we're used to on Sakazuki and other Navy style decks. Then we have the rest of the deck. So since we're playing black, we obviously get access to the 2 best cards in black, Rebecca and Gecko Moria, right? So Rebecca ends up being really nice because, again, you can go steal and do the Rebecca Hina combo and then KO something with your Kyros, which ends up being really nice. And then Gecko Moria, what else can I say, right? You play this on 8 or 10 down and be able to bring back Kuzan or be able to bring back Rebecca into Hina. And then at the same time, you can bring a 2 cost or lower, which can be Tsuru if you need additional reduction, or Helmeppo, or even you can bring like a Viola or a Flampe if you need to like flip one of your cards upside down to be able to actually get the KO effect from Kyros. So that's like finishing up our black side. The last one here is going to be Shirahoshi. So Shirahoshi is a new, I guess it's not new, right? It started deck 8, but you probably have never seen this Shirahoshi before. It's a 4-mana, a 4-down blocker that when you play her, she does -4 to an opponent's characters, right? So it's kind of like playing like a Hina, right? Again, this ends up working out really well with Kyros because it means that you can get an opponent's 4-cost character down to 0 and just KO it with Kyros right away. So that's the reason that we play Shirahoshi in this deck, and it also can be a blocker. And then because we're black and yellow leader, we also have to play some yellow cards. And for yellow, we play Viola, which is one of the new cards from EB01 that synergizes amazingly with Kyros because literally it's just a 2-mana blocker that when you play her, you get to flip a life back upside down, or you get to look at your opponent's life and rearrange them any way that you want, right? The idea with Viola, of course, is that after you play your Kyros effect, you can play Viola and flip that life back upside down so that you can use Kyros effect again on the following turn. Flampe is kind of doing the same thing as Viola, except that she's a 2k counter, except that you don't get to flip that life back down, but it kind of lets you draw, right? And this deck, again, struggles with not having a lot of searchers, so having this draw can be really nice, because you get to draw that card on the top of your life, and you get to draw a card from the top of your deck, so you end up getting 2 cards in your hand. Of course, you do lose a 2k counter by doing that, which can be pretty freaking awkward. And then finally, really, one of the cards that I really like in this deck is Gedatsu. Gedatsu is like the 1 yellow card that actually can KO something based on cost. Now remember, Gedatsu KO a unit that has a cost equal or less to their life. But if you combine that with a lot of the cost reduction that we have here, like Shirahoshi or Ice Age, it means that, you know, let's say the opponent has 2 life, right? As long as you get their unit down to 2 costs, like let's say you have a 7-cost unit on the field, you play Ice Age on it, get it to 2 costs, and then you can pop it with the Gedatsu, right? Because it makes it so that you can actually kill more things with Gedatsu. More like you can still kill meaningful things with Gedatsu, even if the opponent is no longer at 4 life, which is one of the downsides to Gedatsu. A lot of people just take the life and then don't have to worry about Gedatsu killing their units anymore. So that's the deck list. That's the deck list that I ended up settling on, like a Navy package with some yellow support and some additional cool black cards. As you can see, honestly, it's pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie, right? I think that's my problem with this EB01 leaders. Olden, I think, is great. I think Olden was really, really fun. Introduces something new to the game. Makes some of these Wano cards playable again, right? They're all Wano cards. But my problem with Kyros and Hannibal is that they both feel like weaker versions of things that we already had in the game, right? So like, why would you ever play Kyros when, again, you can play Saka, or you can play Moria, or on OP07 you can just play Lucy, right? No reason to ever play Kyros. Same thing with Hannibal. Hannibal is great because Hannibal is like the fastest ramp, but I feel like there's other decks out there that can do ramp a little bit better. So unfortunately, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I don't think Kyros is good. We will showcase games over the next 3 days, and I think over these next 3 days you're gonna see the most losses that I ever showcased in my channel. But you know, I was trying to just find good games, so whether they were win or losses, I just decided to include them into the videos that you're gonna see over the next 2 days. So anyways, again, strategy with this deck pretty simple: reduce the opponent's cost to 0, pop with Kyros, and continue doing that as often as you can, getting rid of as many units as you can from the opponent's field, and eventually just slowly whittle them down. Of course, having like Gecko Moria and stuff like that to attack them, and you kind of get to play a more defensive wall deck where you have all these blockers that can help you survive even if the opponent has all these units in the field that you weren't able to get rid of. So yeah, hope that you enjoy the games coming soon. Today we're gonna have 3 games. We have 2 games against Yamato and then 1 game against Uta. So hope you enjoy the games coming soon, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you later at the end of the video. So yeah, enjoy. In this match, we're going against Yamato. You have a lot of blockers, right? So I like this hand because we can play Rebecca. We have the Brannew. Now the downside here is that we have a lot of blockers, but we're going to have to take this first hit. I mean, maybe not. Maybe now that we have the T1, because we're going to have to take this first hit, right? I think no matter what, we're gonna be taking this first hit. Because we don't have the... I mean, I guess I can just counter completely. But then that means I don't have any blockers. I should have just taken the hit. Yeah, I should have just taken the hit, because now I'm going to get hit by Nami, which is going to be worse. I forgot about... I don't know why I got rid of my Rebecca. I needed to have the Rebecca in my hand. I wish I had the Shirahoshi, I guess. I have Viola, and I guess I could have played the Viola. Yeah, I forgot about playing Viola here as a blocker on turn 2 instead. I keep forgetting that this card is a blocker. Oh, opponent actually didn't even go for it, though. Interesting. So... you got the Holy, but the problem with Om is that it's... okay, so... that was interesting by the opponent. Because I can just KO that now. I'm gonna play... I guess I'll play the Borsalino. And maybe we attack for 5 3 times. Or do we want to go 7 here? Do we go 7 or do we go 5 3 times? Yeah, let's just KO this. I think I'm gonna go 7 now because I think I actually... no, let's go 5. Let's go 5. Opponent doesn't have enough units to kill Brannew with. So let's go 5, 5. Yeah, let's go 5, 5, and then we play Borsalino. I'm okay letting the Kuzan die because I think I'm just gonna play Moria into Kuzan next turn. I wish the opponent would attack my life though. So I guess that's one downside of attacking with Brannew, that now I give the opponent another place to attack. Okay, so the opponent actually gave me a 2k. Not just a 2k, but one that actually rests my blocker. Definitely messed up in the beginning of this game. I completely forgot that Viola is actually a blocker, right? So instead of Brannew turn 2, I could have gone Viola turn 2 into like... I guess I still wouldn't want to play Rebecca, but it would have allowed me to keep everything else, right? Yeah, so I'm completely fine with letting this Kuzan die, because I'm just going to go Moria into Kuzan. And as long as this life is flipped up, I'm not going to be able to actually kill my stuff, so... I guess we can just go... like, we have 2 options. We can go Moria into Kuzan into Viola. Opponent's going to go Ace. Okay. If we take this live, then this is better, because now I can just go Rebecca, Hina, right? Yeah, okay, you shouldn't be attacking with your Holy then. 100% you never attack with Holy. Yep. So you don't attack with Holy, but unfortunately for you, I guess I can get rid of the Holy. Alright. Let's think about this. I like developing this Gedatsu. I like developing this Gedatsu just to get rid of the Holy. I guess we can get rid of the Ace instead, right? Because this is going to get it down to 1 cost, and this can just kill it. Yeah. So we can go like this. We can go Hina, Gedatsu, attack for 5. That way the Ace is out of the equation. That's a 7k unit. And we just developed 2 more bodies. And we still have 4 life, right? Granted, the opponent, I mean, we still have a blocker, we still have 4 life. Opponent gave me another 2k there, another ISO. So again, they have to have Hody Jones then. But the Hody Jones gets them down to 1 life. I'm preparing for this Gecko. I want to play Gecko next turn. So we can go Gecko, Rebecca, get the 2k, play the Hina, play Viola to flip the Rebecca down. Yeah, that's the Hody Jones. They took a life. So even if they don't actually... Yeah, so even if they don't actually attack into my stuff... Wait, so if they do it like this... Alright, so let's think about this. If they do it like this, then I no longer need to play Viola from this. I can play Brannew instead. We don't have a way to get rid of the Hody Jones, but we'll be able to get rid of the Holy. Okay. They can go attack for 9 here. I don't mind going down to 1, to be honest. Okay, they're gonna attack for 8. I'm okay with this. Okay, well, now we can just Ice Age, right? Ice Age into the Hody Jones to kill it. That still leaves me with 1 down to play with. So we can go Gecko into Rebecca. Gecko into Rebecca. And I like the Rebecca just to force him to have the Amaru. So Gecko into Rebecca. Or maybe we actually go Kuzan. So if we kill Hody Jones, opponent could still have Ace. So that's one reason why it's better. Yeah, so let's go here first. Opponent's at 1 life, right? So I think we just play the Rebecca to force him to actually have it. Do we attack into their life, right? So Ice Age. I guess if the opponent hits a trigger... Let's force a card out of their hand. If the opponent hits a trigger here, we still have 10 down to potentially play with a unit that the opponent gets. I want to force a card out of their hand. 1 less card in their hand is going to allow us to actually have lethal next turn. Right? Yeah, so they actually gave me literally an event. Like they gave me El Tor, right? So here we can go Moria, Rebecca, Hina, Brannew, or Viola. The problem, I mean, the Viola is not doing anything, right? Maybe instead of Rebecca, no, because we need to have the Hina, right? We need to have the Hina. So it has to just be Brannew, right? So we just go like this. We go like this. We go Rebecca. We go Brannew. Yeah, because I don't want to go here. I want to just look for the card. So we'll go here first. We whiff. We'll go like this. Give myself a 2k. Play the Hina from my hand, go here, go Ice Age on it, and then use this effect to pop this. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers. We have Rebecca as a blocker, and we have an extra 2k counter. So we can go to 9. If opponent plays Hody Jones, they can only go up to 8 here. So even with the Hody Jones, we'll be able to defend it. It sucks that we whiffed the Brannew. Yeah, so there's Hody Jones, right? Which means that the opponent goes to 0 life. And now the opponent is going to attack us for 8 here. I guess if they have a Maru... If they have exactly a Maru, they win. So a Maru plus a 1k takes into 9, and we can only defend up to 8. So a Maru with the Yamato, and then attack. Okay, well, they don't have it, right? So we just win. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, they didn't have it. GG's. Ooh, yeah, I would have lost to a Maru there. And they had it on the top of their deck. Wow. Yeah, because I didn't have any 2k counters here, so I had 2, like 4, right? So I can go to 9, and this will only get to 10, and opponent has 10. So this needed to be a 2k counter for us to survive the Amaru. But it was a 1k. And we knew that this was a non-counter card because we flipped it ourselves. So yeah, Amaru had just lost us the game, so GG's. In this match, we're going against Yamato. So one benefit we have in this matchup is that we have a lot of blockers. But we don't get those blockers. Okay, so we have our blockers here, but the opponent's gonna attack us first. So right away we're gonna go down already. We don't have a 3-cost blocker, right? So we don't have a way to defend against the first attack. Unfortunately. Yeah, this is not great. We'll go like this. And we'll take the 9. We don't even have any 2Ks. The problem with going to 2 life is that now we only have 2 life to play with for my later ability. So if we take straight up a 9, opponent drew a Yamato. Okay, so the opponent's gonna put the Hiyori. Is it worth it to defend this 7 then? This is rough. This is rough. I wonder if the opponent took this because they have like our Kiku that they're setting up. This would be so much easier if I had a 2K. I gotta just take it. Screw it. Let's screw it. Yeah, I'm gonna play this Shirahoshi, right? So we can attack for 6 here. I guess I should have actually. Yeah, we're gonna attack for 6. We'll play the Shirahoshi, put this down, use my action, pop that. Just make it so that we don't have to worry about a blocker Kosuki Orin coming down and knowing the crap out of me. The problem is that the opponent probably, like, opponent maybe pull a Kanami here then for them to have countered that. The T1 would actually be really nice to have into my hand, but I have no way to flip this life upside down. So right now I have no way to KO anything that the opponent plays. So Yamato. Ooh, so they're gonna rearrange their life. Huh, interesting. Okay. I guess, I mean, if they attack with this, I'll take that, right? Because it means that we get to flip our life back. I guess we'll go here and here. So we can get this down by going Hina into Shirahoshi, right? And that will be enough. Or we can just straight up kill it as well. But I think I want to actually attack into them. Let's see what the opponent does first. The problem is that the moment I do this, I have no other way to... My leader will become a vanilla leader for the rest of the game, right? Yeah, so I guess we'll just go for it. He also lets me just have these units in the field, including the blockers, which is kind of hard for the opponent to deal with. We have this T1 that we can still go Ice Age and T1, which is not bad. So we'll see how this goes. There's the Horijon, so you're going to rest both blockers, which is good for you, but I mean, you take a life out of that. So you're taking a life. You're gonna actually... Okay, yeah, you have to attack me in such a way that you can actually kill stuff. So, if we go Gecko next turn, there's no way for us to kill these Horijons. I can just spam blockers, so I can go here, like Shirahoshi. Shirahoshi gets this down to 3, which is not enough for this, actually. This is rough. This is rough. I have to give them the T-Bone. I don't think I'm actually going to be playing this T-Bone this game. Right? So I don't think I'm actually playing this T-Bone this game. I think I'm taking this. And I'm just literally going to play like Rebecca Borsalino blocker. I guess the opponent could have a Maru here. Yeah, I guess maybe that's what the opponent's going for like kind of Maru. Especially, I mean, I guess I could just try to go for Lito. Maybe should I just go for Lito? I think I'm down to just hide behind my blockers and just kind of get them lower and lower. We can go Rebecca. Yeah, let's just get them lower here. If the opponent has another Hori Jones, they will take that life themselves. They had the You're the One Who Should Disappear. Okay. So yeah, they have You're the One Who Should Disappear. So I guess we will just go Rebecca. So if they have another Hori Jones, they have 3 attackers. Right? They have... So they say they have another Hori Jones and then they have another Amaru. They can get rid of all 3 blockers that way. So that could definitely be a problem. So I think I do need all 3 blockers. I think I need all 4 blockers. Like I literally think I need all 4 blockers to play around Amarus. And a second Hori Jones. We only have 3k counter worth in our hand, which is not enough for us to block the Yamato hit. Straw Sword, rest 1. Okay. This is why we go block, you know, this is why we go wall of blockers, right? Yeah, so we'll give you the first one. I guess we have double Amaru or a Reject here. Ace. Yeah, we counter this one, right? This is the hit that we can counter. That's the hit that we can counter, and then we can just block. So the opponent has 3 cards. We'll go 7. I guess he actually needed to be 8. Yeah, we go... Okay, so... Alright. So... Yeah, we messed up. We actually needed to go 8, by the way, but that's my mistake. I guess we can still go 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 and 6. Or we can just play Moria and just hide behind the blocker and just chill. No need to give them the last card. Yeah, we can just go Moria. We'll go like this. We'll play the Rebecca. We'll select nothing else. And with Rebecca, we'll get the 2k counter. And we'll just chill. I don't want to give them the last card because I don't want it to be like something like a Nami that can get rid of my blockers. Now, they do have one more attack than they did last turn, but they have less cards than they did last turn. So, once again, they need to find like a second Hori Jones. Right? So, they could have it here. I think we pretend that second Hori Jones is not real. So second Straw Sword into second Ace could also do it now. Second Hori Jones also does it. Okiku? Okay, so the Okiku is useless. Yeah, Okiku is useless. You can only have one Amaru now. Okay. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna just block it, right? So then we go 7 again. Let's start with the Hina in case of the Tsunami. Okay, and then we just go 9. So they did have the Hori Jones. Wait, so they won. Am I missing something? I guess I had 3 cards that the opponent didn't know about. So the opponent Hori Jones rests 2 blockers, and they have 1, 2, 3 attackers. They can put 2 down with the Yamato ability onto one of them. So they have an 8k, an 8k, and a 9k. Or, yeah, right? So 8k, 8k, 9k. I have 3 cards. I block 1, I counter the other one, and you still have 1 more attack. Alright. So the opponent just threw them. Unless they just... No, they had the Okiku from life, right? Because they just played that trigger. So, yeah, GG's. In this match, we're going against Uta. So, this shouldn't be horrible for us. Just because we have good ways to deal... Like, I'm going to keep the Hina as a way to just pop their Nami here. Right? And then we can play Viola after. Ooh. 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 I don't want to take this damage early, right? That seems odd. Let's just block this with Borsalino. Yeah, they play Usopp. We'll just go like this. Pop that. Attack for 6. I don't mind putting this Hina on the field because eventually the Hina is going to die and we're going to just play Rebecca anyways. And now we can take this live and play Brannew and grab the Brannew and have our leader ability be available again, right? I mean, opponent's making it so, like, I don't want to even take this now. I guess we'll take it just so that I have the Searcher. Right? Opponent gets to search with the Nami here. If I don't get an Ice Age or another Hina... Okay, well, I guess I can just go Shirahoshi now instead. I still like the idea of searching... So, let's go here. We definitely want to kill this Nami. I still want to search with Brannew first. So we get the Hina, right? I think I like the Hina better than the Shirahoshi. Just because it gives me another unit on the field to attack with. Okay, opponent gave me two 2k counters, two 2k counters there actually. Kept themselves at 4 HP, which actually makes it great for my Gedatsu if I top deck my Gedatsu. They want to kill this Hina, right? So they want to kill this Hina, so I'm going to give them the Brannew. And I guess I'd give them... So we can let her die, right? Knowing that we can go... So... The downside here is that I cannot actually go... Like, if I go Shirahoshi, yeah, I KO one of them. But I'll have to play Viola first to do that. If I go Rebecca... I need to keep my combo for their kid. Yeah, so I think I need to keep my combo for their kid. I guess I'm not opposed to killing that Sora, though. Let's see if the opponent tries to defend this Brook. There's no way that you defend this Brook, right? I will force you to give me all 3 cards if you want to defend it. Yeah, I don't think it makes sense to defend that Brook. I would have loved to kill that Luffy though. I guess let's just kill the Zoro. Let's just kill the Zoro and flip the life, right? So that leaves me with 2 Dawn. So here, and then we go like this. I guess we just attack for 5, see what the opponent does. Giving up the Shirahoshi now makes it harder for us to kill their kid. So maybe we don't care. Maybe we actually don't care. Like... It's hard. This is hard. I think it's probably not Shirahoshi. It's just Rebecca Hina, right? So I think we just go here. We just pop that. And then we just pass the turn. Because at this point, attacking with Brannew doesn't matter. The ACOS kid is the problem, right? We have Shirahoshi, and I guess we'll have a second Hina, though, so that makes it easier-ish. So we want to have 1 Hina on the trash. Oh, it's just going to be Zoro. So, I mean, Zoro just kind of kills us, right? I mean, I guess we have 1 blocker. Yeah, we have no way to flip this life upside down. So Tsuru's just gonna kind of like just do their thing. We have no way to get rid of the Tsuru. I want to have Shirahoshi and Rebecca next turn. So I'm not gonna play anything this turn. I'm just gonna keep my counters. So I guess I can go 7, 7, 7 multiple times. Sure, I guess we'll get them down to 0 life. So 7, 7, 9 is gonna be the play. And we have 2 blockers here, right? So we'll have 2 blockers. Okay. I guess opponent's gonna have... Oops. Opponent's gonna have... Sorry, the opponent's gonna have their Dofi next turn, huh? If they play Dofi next turn, they cannot attack with the Tsuru 3 times. If they play Kid, we can technically get rid of the Kid. So they get the Sanji, so they got a 2k counter. So they have a 2k counter here. They have 8 cards. They have to give me 3 down to attack with Tsuru 3 times. So I only listen with 7, which can be another Luffy. This is the state where the Uta is in a good spot though, right? Like this is what the Uta wants to do. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna block, right? I'm just gonna block. Okay. Give me your done. Sure. I guess they don't have to play this Soria. They're just gonna play the Kid, right? And they get the Uta, so they get to attack with the Luffy. Ooh, they don't even attack with the Luffy here. So we just need to get rid of this Kid, right? I guess we have the Flampe now, so we can actually get rid of it. So the problem is we have Shirahoshi, Rebecca. So Shirahoshi -4, Rebecca -4. That's gonna be 8. The opponent will still be able to block with the Luffy and the Uta. And if they have a second one, I'm kind of screwed. The other option, I can go Shirahoshi and Helmeppo. No, but I cannot get the T-Bone at the same time, right? So opponent makes it so that I have to actually go ahead and... Like, how much do I care about this? I mean, if the opponent has a second Kid, they just win, right? I needed to have Moria. I needed to have Moria, and we don't have it. So Ice Age, does that change anything? Does that change anything here? I mean, we can KO this for sure, right? The opponent still keeps the stupid Tsuru though, which means that the opponent can just kill us. Yeah, so I have to go like this. I have to go like this just because of the stupid Tsuru. Okay. And then we just go 5 and 6. I guess I actually should have attacked with the Hina. I want the opponent to have to give me a card here, right? Because they can block with both, but they have to give me a card to defend one of them. I wish this was a Viola instead of a Flampe. It would have given me another blocker, so where I had 3 blockers. Yeah, so they actually went ahead and did that, right? So I should have attacked with my Kyros first, because now obviously the opponent can just block with the Luffy. You have the second Kid. Right? Do you have the second Kid? Ooh. I guess opponent could have backlight, huh? Or I'm invincible. So backlight or I'm invincible is the problem here. Okay. So yeah, we just block here. They can go 9 2 times with I'm invincible. We take 1, we counter 1, That's not gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. How do I make this? Because the Ice Age can allow me to kill one of the units. I guess I'm not gonna have a life, right? I'm not gonna have a life, assuming that the opponent attacks correctly. They're gonna have Luffy. I have to go like this, I think. If they play Luffy into Uta, I just lose. Okay. Yeah, if you have Luffy into Uta, I just lose. Which it has to be exactly what they have right now because they kept exactly 7 down. Yep. So there's no way for me to get rid of this. They trash the I'm invincible. I can get rid of the Uta. Right? With the Ice Age. Opponent has 2 blockers, and I'm gonna have 3 attacks. So if I go Ice Age, we can go 7, 9, 9. Okay, so we can go 8, 8, 8. We can go 8 3 times, and that's definitely not gonna be enough. So 8 3 times is definitely not gonna be enough. I guess I have to just do it though. I have to just do it. We have this Sabo. Yeah, I have to go 8 3 times. But the opponent can just... The problem is this stupid ass Zoro. Right? The Zoro just wins in the game. No matter if I play another blocker. Because the opponent's still going to have this Luffy to attack with. So the opponent's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks, right? Potentially I'm invincible to attack for more. So yeah, I mean, if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. I mean, obviously they're going to have it. But I have to just go for it because I'm always losing here no matter what. I guess I could have gone 7, right? I could have gone 7, 7. Force the opponent to block with the Luffy. I needed Moria. At some point in this game, I needed to just drop a Moria so that we could have a big 9k attacker here. Okay, opponent gave me... Interesting. Opponent actually gave me... Huh. Huh. I mean, I'm still losing, right? No matter what. Yeah, I'm still losing no matter what. Opponent has 5 attacks, right? Yeah, opponent has 5 attacks, so they just win the game anyways. Yeah, and they also drew the I'm invincible. So they had the counters, right? They had the double 2k counter. So I was never beating the double 2k counter anyways. And they had another Uta. And they were going to top deck a 4th Uta as well. Yeah, the killing to Uta was just too much. The Zoro just got them so much value. That's a nice Zoro. So, GG's. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed those games of Kyros. Again, I don't know. Like, I actually feel like we did well against Yamato. Part of it was because we have all these blockers. But one of those games, the opponent just threw, right? Opponent literally had lethal if they just play Hody Jones. So, like, it's weird because, like, and that was a ranked game, so that's why I still left it in the video. But, like, yeah, we had one Yamato game where things went really well, where we still had lost to Amaru. We had one Yamato game where we actually lost, and opponent just decided to throw the game away. And then we had one game against Uta where we kind of just got cooked by the 9-cost Zoro, which is kind of crazy how much value they got from that. So, 9-cost Karo into 8-cost Kid, and there was like nothing that we could do about it. So again, that's one of those things that this Kiro deck is going to struggle with. Like, yeah, you have cost reduction, but it makes it hard to, because you have to get those units to 0 cost to be able to pop them with your Kyros leader. Otherwise, you have to rely on T-Bone or Gedatsu to be able to pop their units, getting them to 2 costs or whatever, right? So Yeah, tough to tough. But anyways, that's gonna be it for us for today. I hope that you enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then, and you can also find us in Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.